Introduction to Product Design. In this video, we are going to see Introduction to Product Design. Electronic product consists of many components that can be interconnected so that some specific functions can be performed. These products have to be developed systematically. The development can be carried out at various module levels. The modules have to satisfy the specific task or function. At the end of the development, the verification is done. The different methods to work out are functional analysis, synthesis, verification of decision, documentation, functional analysis. Hardware and software are integral parts of every electronic product. The specific requirements of a product to be carried out are assigned to either hardware or software. At the same time, the human interface to the system plays an important role. The environmental conditions in which the product works also decide the types of components to be used for the hardware. These components are cascaded such that the required targets can be achieved. The main aim of all these activities is to reduce the complexity of the product. Synthesis. Synthesis is the process of testing and verifying the functional requirements of a product. The test can be physically carried out on a breadboard or simulated. Verification of decision. Based on the test report, the verification to meet the requirements has to be validated. From this report of verification, final decision of product development can be taken. Documentation. Documentation is the heart of any product development. The detailed explanation of product can be given by different forms of documents, brochures, and user manuals where the following details are discussed in a user-friendly manner. Different tests performed, test results, verification, maintenance. Product Development Basics Methodology. In this video, we are going to see about Product Development Basics Methodology. Product Development Basics Methodology. Based on the requirements of the product, the cost analysis is carried out. This will give a rough idea of feasibility of the product at a particular specific cost. The functional analysis gives the verification of the requirements. Different mathematical analysis, simulation, using software or prototyping will provide insight details of the product. At each stage, the drawbacks have to be worked out and can be reduced so that the product of suitable requirements will be available at the lowest possible cost. Represents the concept of a development stage, which is an iterative cycle. Different types of requirement. Examples: human factor and user interface. The product must be easy to use, become expertise within few operations performed by the user, intuitive operation, response latency, performance of the product, dynamic range, speed of operation, that is lag characteristics, throughput, error rate, power dissipation or consumption, efficiency. Different test performance, that is such as EMI or EMC, vibration and shock, temperature and humidity effects, size, weight, etc. Reliability and maintainability. FR, MTTR, MTBF analysis, estimation of availability, safety and failure modes, safety of the operator, failure modes and failure effect, critical failure analysis and diagnostics, logistics support, trained maintenance personnel, guidance for servicing, precautions while handling the product, operating conditions, testing of product under various conditions of temperature, pressure, relative humidity, vibrations and shock. The prototype testing will give the idea about satisfaction of the requirements to the designer. Depending on the actual use of the product, it can be tested under laboratory conditions as well as field trials. The field trials are necessary because many times the product run satisfactorily under laboratory conditions may have some issues when tested at actual working environment. After verification of the test, the process of assembling the components of subsystems is carried out to have the complete system. Cost characteristics curve. In this video, we are going to see about cost characteristics curve. The different phases of product development are shown along the x-axis, wherein the cost along the y-axis. On the other side of y-axis, the prediction evaluation is indicated. The vertical dotted line indicates the beginning of a new design or modifications. This graph also gives the basic idea about the evaluation and the need for testing. If the testing is carried out properly, then test results will be verified with the specifications. Classification of electronic product. In this video, we are going to see about classification of electronic product. The electronic products can be classified mainly into three different categories: consumer product, industrial product, and military product, depending on the application of the product. The typical application of the product decides the characteristics and specifications of the product. Consumer product, industrial products, military products, consumer product. These types of product will be used by the number of customers having fixed specifications, for example, mobile phone and refrigerator. While developing these products, the main considerations are cost. The cost of the product should be minimum. Reliability, it must be good. Ergonomics and aesthetics. These conditions are very important, which will decide the safety and look of the product. The product must be safe and attractive. Life. The life of the product should be moderate. Maintenance. The maintenance cost must be minimum. If the product is not working as per the specifications, the user is forced to buy a new product. Operating temperature range. The temperature range is from 0 to 70 degrees Celsius. Industrial products. These types of products are developed for industrial applications, for example, industrial boiler and AM or FM transmitter. They have higher performance specifications compared to the consumer products. The main considerations are as follows: reliability, cost, ergonomics and aesthetics, life, maintenance, operating temperature range, reliability. Such products must offer high reliability. The repairing of the product, if any, should be carried out at the site of installation, and it should be as minimum as possible. Cost. The cost of development is higher. Ergonomics and aesthetics. The safety of the operator while using the product, not the look of the product, is important. Life. It must be better than consumer products. Maintenance. Maintenance or repairing has to be carried out at the place of installation. Operating temperature range. The temperature range should be from 25 degrees Celsius to 85 degrees Celsius. Military products. These products are used for critical applications and for stringent environmental conditions. The main considerations are reliability. Such products must offer the best reliability, as the repairing at the site of installation is not recommended. Cost. The cost of such products is definitely much more than that of consumer or industrial products. Ergonomics and aesthetics. The safety of the operator is prime requirement. Life. The product must work for longer duration of time. Maintenance. It must be minimum. Operating temperature range. The temperature range should be from 55 degrees Celsius to 125 degrees Celsius. Product development cycles. In this video, we are going to see about product development cycles. Product development cycles. The product development is divided into 3 phases. Phase 1. To identify the requirements of the consumer to develop a new product. To make the changes, if possible, in the existing product so as to increase its usefulness. Phase 2. Translation of the requirements into the technical specifications. To design and develop the product. Phase 3. Mass production of the product at a reasonable cost. Marketing of the product. Product development stages. These stages have been followed in almost all kinds of product. Depending on the choice of the manufacturer, they can skip a particular stage. identification of the customer requirements. This is the first and very basic step of the product development. In order to start the development of a new product, the needs of the customer must be identified. The marketing or sales department, after interacting with the customers, can find out the requirements that can be translated into technical specifications by joint meeting of the customer, manufacturer, and the design team. Introduction to product documentation. In this video, we are going to see about Introduction to product documentation. Documentation is an integral part of any product development. It provides the information for understanding the product, its capabilities and utilities. Documentation is essential for operation, repair, maintenance, servicing, and upgradation of a product. Good documentation cannot help poor products, but poor and inadequate documentation can destroy a good product. Documentation also reduces the burden of legal liability by giving warning information regarding hazardous operation, modes of failures, and operation limitations. Even though documentation can never be perfected, it can match with the quality of your products. Good documentation creates a favorable perception of the product, while poor documentation slights your product by creating a perception of lesser quality. Types of documentation. A well-explained and a well-presented technical documentation of a product is produced for every electronic equipment or device. Presently, manufacturer provides drawings and diagrams as a part of documentation for both electronic and mechanical parts of the product. Nowadays, these documentation are often created using various software packages. As a part of advertisement and product promotion, the printed matters containing pictures, photograph, and diagram are also provided along with products. These documents may be user's guides and product manuals, etc. For example, the information in service manuals may include data sheets for electronic parts used in the product. Troubleshooting instructions may be pictorial or graphical visualization of expected signal characteristics at specified test points. Documentation can be of the following different forms, where each one is used for specific purpose. Proposal document. A proposal document is an initial document which is to be prepared with respect to funding. The main intention of writing a proposal is to follow the rules of the funding agency. Many times the proposal consists of a set of documents which begins with a cover letter followed by an abstract, brief introduction to the organization, objective of the proposal, description of the project, schedule of the project, estimate of the project, terms and conditions, future modifications, if any, and appendices. Engineering notebook, that is engineering diary. An engineering notebook is the groundwork document for developing a good product. It contains the overall list to start the design, reasons for designs, expected test and experimentation list, record all circumstances and equipments used for each test and experiment, the results of experimentation and test. It is a very useful document for further modifications. It is a document in the form of logbook which is written in sequence, that is, having entries moment to moment as well as day to day. Documents regarding drawings and schematics. A project drawing and schematic document is an important document that contains records related to project drawings and schematics required in the entire project development. Also, it includes the revision number and the name of the responsible authority. It is one of the documents which get updated continuously. Documents regarding software source listings. In the development of many products, software is one of the most essential and supporting item. Here, documentation and record of software development is equally important. There are different formats and methods for preparing, presenting, recording, and maintaining the development of software. Brochures. A brochure is a document used to introduce product or equipment to either customers or users. Each manufacturer or the company decides the format of the brochure suitable to their type of product. This document is in compact form, providing the entire details of the product, creating the first impression in the customer's mind. Because of this, it is prepared from professionals who involved in the development of brochures. Presentation document. A presentation is basically a communication document that covers specific details of a product. Clarity as well as simplicity in information is very important. This document should be prepared in a specific format or outline. Manual. A manual is the most integral part of a product. This document contains table of contents, organizational details, product details in a modular form and written in a clear, concise language, proper schematic diagrams, supporting sketches and tables, index, supporting cross-references, appropriate binding suits to the overall product presentation. It specifies the user or customer the overall information and utility of the product. Memos. A memo is a document typically used for communication within a company. Memos can be as formal as a business letter and used to present a report. Before writing a memo, outline the purpose for it and decide, because the memo is the best communication channel. Electronic files. Because of revolutions in the IT, computer, communication and network fields, businesses are fast becoming paperless. Electronic files can be easily created, stored, and quickly accessed. Such files contain business correspondence, records, software programs, diagrams, pictures, photographs, and illustrations. For data storage, we can use either magnetic tapes or CDs. Nowadays, pen drives and other language volume storage devices can be used effectively. Recording of data is important and must be taken care of, as there are chances of losing data from records because of power failure. How to prepare an effective document. In this video, we are going to see about how to prepare an effective document. It is important to first identify the purpose of a document. Once the purpose is known, then important is an appropriate style of writing. All communications must be in a simple language. The overall format should be uniform, so that the document can be understood easily. Use available resources such as drawings, tables, charts, references, etc. while preparing a document. Also use proper tag related to records of time, page, schedule, etc. in the document. Thus, a document must be short, simple, but should be most effective. The following visual techniques are used in preparing an effective document. Line drawings. Drawings are used for instructional purpose that emphasize specific points. Line drawings are widely used in the manuals. Line drawings require lesser memory for storage and can be easily reproduced using computer. Photographs. Photographs provide easy understanding of product or equipment because of realistic in nature. The main drawback is they are costly and more difficult than line drawings. Sometimes details photographed are difficult to understand. Charts. Charts may be either quantitative or directive bar chart, while pie charts are qualitative and explains the comparison between the elements. Flow charts or ASM charts are directive and define the flow of sequence of operation and action. They are popularly used in software documentation. Tables. Tables are used for quantitative analysis and give comparative information in a compact form. Tables provide exact details like numbers, and they are more quantitative than charts. View graphs. Combination of text and visuals are used to strengthen the message of a technical details or talk. Use proper and effective short forms because simplicity is very important. Also, the viewer's memory is short memory and it saturates early. Manual types. In this video, we are going to see about manual types. The following manuals are popularly used as an important document in product development. User manual, that is also known as instruction manual. Test or maintenance manual. Quick reference manual. Service manual. User manual, that is also known as instruction manual. A user manual is the document that describes how to use a given product effectively and efficiently. This document helps a user understand the functionality of different controls. A user manual also explains how to operate the electronic instrument, describes about the detailed specifications with accuracies. It also explains a general working principle of the instrument and discusses the different facilities available with the product. A user manual also provides safety precautions while handling the electronic product. Therefore, the language in the user manual must be simple and easy to understand so that irrespective of user's qualification. At the end of the user manual, a warranty or a guarantee card is given, which mentions about the terms and condition with respect to warranty or the guarantee of the product. Let us discuss how a user manual describes the details of a product by considering the manual format. User manual format for a product. Consider a manual for a product air conditioner. Let us discuss how the user manual describes the details of the product. At the beginning of the user manual for the air conditioner, a table of contents is given so that user can refer to the specific topic. Table of contents. A sample format of the table of content. Introduction of features. It provides the product features of the air conditioner. Safety precautions. Simple guidelines are given in order to avoid any accident. Installation precautions. A format for the installation precautions. Operation precautions. A format for operation precautions. Product part information. For the considered example of air conditioner, the parts of the product with supporting description. Operational instructions. For the considered example of air conditioner, the operational instructions with supporting description. Instructions related to functions selection. The instructions related to functions selection and option for the example product air conditioner. Instructions related to care and maintenance. The instructions related to care and management of the example product air conditioner. Supporting information of product. The supporting information in the user manual of the air conditioner. Instructions for troubleshooting or testing of product. The instructions for troubleshooting or testing of the air conditioner in the user manual. Product specification or technical data. The product specifications may be placed here or at the beginning of the user manual. The product specification provides the technical information about the product. For the considered product, that is air conditioner, the product specification or technical data is shown in figure. A declaration of conformity or reference. Finally, a user manual has the declaration of conformity. It is a certificate indicating supplier's name, guarantee card indicating name, address, date of purchase, serial number, signature of purchaser and details of dealer, a simple format of the reference. Test reports or test manual. In this video, we are going to see about test reports or test manual. Test report should contain all the details of a product like dimension, test carried out and its result, accuracy of measurement. It consists of the following information: title of manual, table of content, scope of the test, background of the test, definition or the objective of the test, list of equipments required, specific environment requirement and test setup, well-defined test procedure, performance test reporting, final test report, test report view, compliance test report, quick reference manual. A quick reference manual is a quick note showing different commands, controls operation sequence at hand. A single page quick reference manual for a product looks. Service or maintenance manual. A service manual helps in debugging faults. Commonly occurring faults of corresponding remedy are given in a tabular form. A service manual contains the following documents: title of product and title of manual, information of product and its specifications, table of contents, service notes, product part information, detailed panel layouts, clear product assembly description with the help of diagrams, disassembly steps, servicing test, circuit block layouts, special circuit or IC diagrams, expected test point results, supporting diagrams, input or output electrical drawings, control drawings, cable and conduit schedules, rack settings and input or output designations, interconnection diagrams, hardware or software factory acceptance, software documentation. In this video, we are going to see about software documentation. Software documentation. Software documentation should consist of algorithms, flowcharts, source code documentation, input and output description document, specific input formats and output formats, etc. These all documents will help you know how software is going to perform the defined task. In fact, the term software documentation has different meanings to different people. Writing an effective documentation is like the design itself. It is really all about making sure that you serve the needs of your customers. Documentation types. The following are different types of documentation: design, technical, end user, marketing. Design. Design gives an overview of hardware, software and includes correlations with the system environment. Technical. Technical contains code, algorithms, interfaces and APIs. End user. End user is a manuals, for the end user, that is, includes system administrator and support staff. Marketing. Marketing has product briefs and promotional collateral.